Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Brendalyn. Our flow for today is yoga for juicy, loosey goosey hips. Now, for the props that we need today, we'll need blocks and a bolster. No worries if you don't have them, find something in your vicinity that holds a similar shape. Now, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video for more updates like this. We're going to go ahead and get started in an easy seated position. We're crossing at the ankles, rooting down through the tailbone. Rest your hands on your knees, and let's bring your focus to your breath. Let's start with an inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Again, inhale through your nose and open mouth, exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Let's start to stretch out that right leg. Keep the left knee bent, left foot to your right thigh. Now stretch your right hand in front of your right ankle. Inhale and exhale for revolved half forehead to knee. Bring the left arm over your head, reach to the right foot. Nice. Let's take another inhale. Let's lift up, bring both arms above your head. And exhale as we switch sides. Left leg is straight, right knee is bent. Inhale as you bring the left hand in front of your ankle, and exhale for your revolved half forehead to knee. Right hand reaches to your left toes as much as you can. Stretch out of your right side body. Another inhale. Let's lift back up. Bring the arms over your head to the center. Exhale, rest them at your sides. Bringing both feet in front of you. Bend your knees lower down into the spine for reclined bound angle. Soles of the feet are touching. You can rest your hands right on your thighs. Just coming into a normal pace breath. Now start to stretch your left leg straight as you grab your big toe and the right foot for half happy baby. Resting the elbow inside of your knee. You can rest your left hand on your hip to help you keep your balance here. Press the left calf down to the mat, flex the toes back towards your face. Deep breath in. And exhale as you keep that knee bent, crossing it over for a supine twist. Stretch the right arm out to the side. Twist your gaze in the same direction. Your left hand can rest on top of your right knee. Let's take another deep breath in. And exhale for a Sphinx with half frog pose. We're still keeping that right knee bent. Left leg is straight. Just switching over onto the belly. Bring the elbows underneath your shoulders. Your forearms and palms are flat. Chest is lifted. Gaze is forward. That right knee is bent out to the side at a 90-degree angle in line with your hip. Now start to stretch that right foot back to meet your left. Inhale, lift your chest. Baby cobra. Take an exhale here. We are going to switch sides. Bend the left knee out to the side for that half frog pose with your Sphinx. Knee is bent at a 90-degree angle. Chest remains lifted. Inhale as you begin to walk the right arm underneath your left. And exhale for supine twist. Flipping over your chest. Left arm stretches out to the side. Your gaze turns in the same direction. You can rest your right hand on top of the left knee. And we're going back into the same pose that we started with. So flipping over into the spine, half happy baby, left leg lifts, grab your big toe. Rest the left elbow inside the knee, right hand on your hip. Beautiful. Take a deep breath and exhale as you release the left foot. Lower it back down to the mat as you bend the knees, and then start to rock and roll, coming onto all fours, table position. Inhale, tuck the toes underneath the balls of your feet. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the glutes, shine them towards the ceiling. Spine flat, keep the head in line with your arms. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. And exhale for forward fold. We're walking the feet forward at a soft bend in your knees. The head hangs heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Guide the hands back towards your shins. Shift your weight forward. As you flatten the spine, roll the shoulder blades back. And exhale for a yogi squat. Step the feet out, bend at your knees, sink your hips towards your heels, and bring the hands to heart center, using your elbows to push the knees out and back and lengthen through your spine. Amazing. We're going to start to bring our palms down to the mat so that we can work out of this shape and come into a kneeling crescent. Right knee is bent. Drop the left knee down to the mat. You can go ahead, grab your blocks. Place them at either side of your mat, keeping them in line with your hands. Let's take an inhale. Send the weight in your hips forward, opening up the hips. Keep your chest and your gaze lifted. Use your blocks to help you stabilize yourself here. As you press down into the right sole of your foot. For your next exhale, you can go ahead, move the blocks to the side for a runner's lunge. Walk your right foot to the outer edge of your mat. You can leave the palms underneath the shoulders, right hand inside that right foot. Feel free to stay here in runner's lunge, or if you like to come into a quad stretch with me, kick up your left calf, grabbing the toes with your left hand. Gazing back and over that shoulder. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, release that back foot, lower it back to the mat. As you begin to walk that right foot back to the center, right hand outside the foot. Grabbing your blocks back. Let's take an inhale, kneeling crescent. Send the weight in your hips forward. And exhale, half split. Send the weight in your hips to the back edge of your mat. Flex the right toes back towards your face. Inhale, hinge forward. Lift your chest. Exhale for a half split. Crown of your head to your toes. Inhale, forward. Exhale for your half split. Straighten out that right leg. Inhale, hinge forward. And exhale for half split with the option to go into a full split by sliding the right heel forward, lowering that leg down into your mat, and then extending out the back leg as well. You can use your blocks to alleviate pressure in your hips, or if you feel good, you can start to lower the hips down towards your mat. Nice work. Use your blocks to lift out of your hips, slide the right heel back, return into your kneeling crescent with the right knee bent. Move the blocks over to the side. Let's take an inhale for a low lunge, lift the back knee, and exhale for your pigeon pose. Right knee is bent, left leg is straight behind you. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale for rest. Learn the upper body and forehead down to your mat. Feel free if you need to place a block underneath the forehead or underneath your right glute to alleviate pressure in that right hip. Just have a few more breaths here. Nice. From here, let's go ahead, grab that block, place it out to the side. And then we're going to begin to push our chest away from the mat. Tucking the left toes from behind you. Inhale, three-legged down dog kick, right heel lifts. And then option to flip your dog. We're bending at the right knee, step that right foot over, flip your chest, reach through. Very beautiful. Nice. From here, bend your knees. Let's meet back in downward facing dog. Alrighty. Coming around to balance that out on the opposite side. So inhale, left heel lifts, three-legged down dog kick. And exhale, kneeling crescent. We're lowering that right knee, left knee is bent. Bring your blocks to either side of your hips. Place them in your hands. Let's take an inhale, lift your chest and the weight in your hips forward. Really allow the hips to sink here. On your next exhale, half split. Send the weight in your hips to the back edge of your mat. Inhale, hinge forward, rebending at the left knee. Exhale, half split, weighting your hips to back edge of your mat. Inhale, kneeling crescent. Exhale, half split. Last time. Inhale, hinge forward. And exhale for your half split with option for a full split. Slide that left heel forward as you gently straighten out the back leg as well. Use your blocks to help adjust the pressure you're placing in your hips as you come into this full split. Just playing around with it here. Maybe you need your blocks or place them to the sides. Amazing. Now take your time here. I'm realizing we missed a posture on this side, so we're going to come back around to it once easing yourself out of your split. Just rebending that left knee, bring the sole of your foot back to the mat. And then go ahead, place your blocks on the outer edges of your mat as we work our way into our runner's lunge. We're walking the left foot out to the outer edge of your mat. Left hand shifts on the inside of your left foot. Both palms planted underneath your shoulders. Your chest is lifted. And feel free to take whichever variation of runner's lunge that you need, whether it's chest lifted or arms lowered down to the blocks. You can come into that quad stretch by bending your right knee, kicking the right calf up, grabbing that right foot with your right hand. You can go ahead, release that back foot, and then walk the left foot back to the center of your mat. Inhale for a low lunge, lift your back knee, and exhale for your pigeon. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Beautiful. Take that block if you need, place it underneath your glute, your forearms, or your forehead if you need, and find stillness while you're here. Alrighty, let's start to bring the palms underneath the shoulders as we begin to push the upper body away from the mat. Tuck your back toes. Inhale, three-legged down dog kick, left heel lifts. And exhale as you flip your dog. Step that foot over, flip your chest, reach all the way to the top of your space. Beautiful. Now when you're ready, let's bend the knees. Let's meet back in downward facing dog. Time to land our plane. Let's take an inhale, look to the top of your mat. And exhale as you bend at your knees. For frog pose, go ahead and grab your bolster. Place it underneath you in the center of your mat. Butterfly your knees out to either side. Bend them at a 45-degree angle. Soles of the feet are pointing backwards. Rest your hands, arms on either side of the bolster. Rest your head there as well. This is how we're taking our final resting posture today. So just allow your hips to open and find your rest. Start to bring our awareness back to the body as we begin to push ourselves away from the bolster. You can go ahead and move your bolster to the side of your mat and come into an easy seated position. You have the option to bend at your knees, sit your hips towards your heels, or cross at your ankles, butterfly the knees out to the side. Okay, to close out our practice together, let's inhale as we bring both arms over your head. Palms come to meet at the center. And exhale, settle them down to your heart. Let's come forward and share a bow. And namaste. All right, my friends, that is a wrap for yoga for juicy hips. Let me know how you're feeling in the comments. And if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Looking forward to the next time, friends. Peace.